Formula One fans, old and new, welcome to Finding the Wall, a wholly unserious F1 podcast. I'm Jess, a new but extremely enthusiastic Formula One fan.
And I'm Gabe, who earlier this week was asked who Jensen Button is, and I thought, oh, it's a new guy.
Who asked you who Jensen Button is?
One of our listeners.
Oh.
Yeah, I was.
So I'm not the only new Formula One fan.
I don't know if she's a new Formula One fan, but she's just like, I don't know who this guy is. And I was oh.
He's quite forgettable. It's
yeah,
fine.
New dude, racing like 2006, was champion in 2009.
Yeah.
And retired.
Just once, right?
Yeah, just once. And retired in 2017, I think. He
was doing commentary this past weekend.
Yeah, no, he's great.
For F1 TV.
Yeah, no slight intended for Jensen Button. I'm old, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember when he joined. This retired man.
You are old.
Yeah. So that's how my week was.
Well, this was actually the first week that I haven't watched it live.
Oh,
I actually had to watch a day later because I was at a nerd convention over the weekend. And it's not the same.
Oh, yeah? What was different about it?
I don't know. Like, I got home on Monday and kind of watched the race almost immediately, actually. I got home to put my stuff down. I actually watched the qualifying condensed version and then watched the entirety of the race. I don't know. It's just, I already knew what happened because of social media and stuff, and I was basically...
That makes a big difference.
It really does.
Do you think it would have been different if you had not gotten spoiled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It was still weird, though, because usually if I'm watching the race, I'm live. I'm usually with Bayard at least, and you're over here a lot too, and so we're like together watching the race together. We don't know what's going to happen because it's live, but it's just very different. And the race was fine.
Was it? It was a boring race.
I was a little bored. But before we get to the race, actually, before we yap about the race,
oh my God,
there is some breaking news that you've heard it here ninth, folks, because you're definitely not hearing it here first. It's all over the news today. So today it was announced that Adrian Newey is going to be the new team principal for Aston Martin. And I love Adrian Newey anyway, so I'm happy about this. But I was still just like, suck it, Christian Horner.
Yeah, he was, well, we don't actually know if he was on the running or in the running for the job. But it was something that the media was like, Christian Horner's in the running. And impossible to know how much truth there is to any of that. But yeah,
I've heard that Christian Horner has been kind of lobbying teams and whatever, and I'm just like, get fucked.
Yeah, a part of me is like, I don't think he's ever going to come back, and then Briatore is there, so like, what do I know?
He'll be back in 17 years.
Honestly, probably less than that.
Probably.
I don't know
very
how.
Short memories these days.
I don't know how, because there's this calcification in Formula One. I think at least that's what it seems to me, where there's big moves like that are rarer and rarer over time. So, but at the same time, he's Christian Horner. Like, he has a proven track record of being extremely successful. So any struggling teams might. But look at Newey is going to be a team principal. That has never happened.
I'm so excited. And the team principal is actually moving to chief strategist.
Director of something
strategy,
working with Honda and whatever.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know. Good for him for not being fired, I guess.
But does this mean now that Adrian Newey is finished with the designs for the 2026 car?
Who knows? Probably not. Like when I was reading the press release, which is what we have, and it's not much. He talks about how he's going to be still involved in overseeing the design and the engineering of the car. So I don't think he's going to be forever like away from that. It's just going to, I don't imagine he would.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
That's his first love,
Yeah. But it's interesting to think of him as also dictating race strategy and personnel. And
it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
But cool. I really like Adrian Newey.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy.
I think I texted you, like, am I going to have to be an Aston Martin fan now? I will root for Fernando Alonso. I will not be rooting for Lance Stroll no matter what.
But what if, because if the rumors were tepid hot, like 6 months ago, next year I think that they're going to get really hot of Max Verstappen going to Aston Martin. And then you have Max and Newey on the same team. And then you have Max Verstappen and Lance Stroll as a driving pair. And I really want that to happen because I want to see how you handle that emotionally.
Well, I mean, I like Max now. I don't necessarily like Yuki Tsunoda. Sure. I don't dislike him.
Sure.
But
ain't Lance Stroll, he ain't.
No, he's not. I don't actively dislike Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That would be great. Actually.
We have a whole of 2026 to get used to that idea.
In the bucket of like the funniest thing to ever happen.
That is, yeah.
I always want it to be the funniest thing.
Yes.
And that would be the funniest thing.
That would be the funniest thing for this world of Formula One between you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to yap about Las Vegas?
It's either that or Max Verstappen.
I mean, I could talk about Max Verstappen
I don't
for a
want to
while. Okay. Well, let's yap about Vegas.
Let's yap about Vegas.
So, what is your one sentence for the race?
My one sentence of the race is God loves Verstappen too much. Being favored, blasted, that's fine. Some of us are, some of us aren't.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. Slightly, I think God's fixation with Verstappen is this parasocial relationship between God and Max Verstappen.
Well, God
is slightly
also
too intense.
really likes the funniest thing that could happen.
Yeah, but when it favors Verstappen.
Yeah, true. Because it's not going to favor Leclerc ever.
No.
It's not going to favor this weekend Alex Albon.
Yeah, there's so many funny things that could happen that would favor Leclerc.
Yeah.
None of them ever happen.
Yeah, so
it's because I also didn't watch the race live, and I watched the replay in the morning, and I watched the whole race in like 1.5 laps to the end. I accidentally spoiled myself. Not on the race results,
but of the McLaren disqualification.
But of the disqualification.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. It felt like even more like watching the race was a waste of my time because it was not a good race.
Yeah.
And two, what a roller coaster.
I was bored.
Yes, it was a boring race.
Like at the very beginning, probably after lap 2, I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
It kind of, my one sentence actually matches with your one sentence a bit. It's so stupid because I thought about it and then I actually heard somebody say it on television. And I was like, oh, well, I am not clever at all. It's like, what, Verstappen's in Vegas, stays in Vegas? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not clever. Whatever.
It's just, McLaren seems, this is also not new, but like it seems allergic to winning. There's this notion that is common in sports of a team that is used to winning and a team that is not used to winning. And McLaren used to be used to winning. And then they spent a decade forgetting all of that.
Yeah.
Because it's extra funny that what I read was that they don't actually measure the planks every single race for everyone. So they measure, sometimes depending on what happened, they see something that the car has been bouncing too much.
I mean, they were porpoising a good bit and sparks every 3.5 seconds.
Yeah. So some of the stuff that I read from journalists was that McLaren's message to Lando to like just please coast the entire track.
Lift and coast.
The entirety of the track.
Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13.
Please just coast through all of that. And also when you're on the straight, also don't hit the gas. If you could do that, that would be awesome. And they try to mask it as like, oh, we have fuel concerns.
Yeah.
But then the stewards were like, let me just make a note of that.
Do you think that someone complained? Someone should have been like, they had a lot of sparks. You might want to check that plank.
Maybe. I had never heard of that happening before.
Oh, okay.
But like the endless number of shenanigans in Formula One means that at some point that has happened or will happen, and it could have happened this time. But yeah, so like there's this funny thing where apparently McLaren's very sudden caution was one of the factors that really alerted the stewards. Like, let me check that car.
Hilarious.
That seems really weird that they just told him to like drop 15 seconds per lap.
How would they know? How would McLaren know and tell him to?
They have sensors. They know the average height of the car throughout the race.
Okay.
So they can estimate that.
Okay. Fuck.
So like they presumably they looked at the sensor like, we have been riding very low for way too long. So we are at risk. Like they wouldn't know the exact, thickness of the board, but they would know that they are at risk. And then they're like, just play cool.
So why don't you coast a little bit?
Yeah. They looked at Lando and was like, be normal. And then it was like, okay. And then got caught.
It's fuel.
It's fuel. Be normal
Yeah,
fuel.
it's definitely fuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's hilarious.
And then there's this whole thing of like Lando is still virtually champion.
Yeah.
But it creates this ominous presence of Verstappen that is not even that big. If Verstappen's chance of a championship were at all reasonable, we would also be talking about Oscar.
Yeah, and we're not. Oh no. Oscar has folded.
Yeah.
He's absolutely folded,
Yeah.
and I feel bad for him. And I'm such an Oscar fan.
Yeah.
And I hope that he comes back next year. But I feel like I have come to terms with the fact that it is probably going to be Lando, but I'm hoping it's Max.
Yeah. And it's like the odds of Max were low.
Yeah, but what's the odds of like him catching up to Oscar with 2 races and a sprint left?
Yeah.
Yeah. God's favorite.
Because he needed a catastrophe.
And it happened.
And now he needs another one.
Right.
And God is on his side.
He needs Lando to DNF. I think I sent you that graphic of like somebody put together like, here's how they could tie at the end of Abu Dhabi. And it's like if Lando DNFs during the sprint, and which could totally happen. Will it probably happen? No. But
Right. It's that like anything could happen. It's just that the odds of the kind of catastrophes that would give Verstappen the title are so low.
Yeah.
Right? They're low enough that they happen this weekend and you go, what?
Yeah.
Right? It's that kind of reality that you have to live in, which is why they're so low that we treat them soberly with Oscar.
Yep.
And we treat them as a possibility with Verstappen, which is because of nothing except pole. It's crazy. Like no one is talking about, oh man, Piastri has a shot now. Like Piastri was dead and done, and he's still exactly as he was. And he's
who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, this is why I love Formula One. We don't know what's gonna happen in the next 2 races plus a sprint. It's gonna be great.
Anyway, I've been on the soapbox of like Max has a very tiny chance.
Yeah. But it's not 0.
It's not 0. Yeah, but then he like, if Lando scores more points than he does, that is it.
Yep.
Lando needs 1 more point than Verstappen.
Yep, that's it.
Nothing more. If McLaren is any smart, they're like, we're going to run our race just to make sure that we get 4th.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
Yeah, womp. No juice.
This is exactly what anyone would do, including Verstappen.
I know, but still, no juice. Lando and Oscar both, no juice.
Yeah, no juice.
Should we get to what we learned?
What did we learn?
This race, I didn't learn a whole lot, honestly.
It's a boring race.
It wasn't a great race. It was pretty. I couldn't help looking at the stupid like Madison Sphere Garden.
Yeah.
Like the globe.
Being all cute and wholesome and whimsical.
It was fine. Every once in a while, they had the F1 movie head. It was like Brad Pitt's head. But because it was so round and it was him in the helmet, it looked like a Lego person. It was very stupid. That I couldn't stop. It was very pretty. I loved all of the like beautiful pinks around there, and it was lit up like daytime. It was very cool to see the
Mhm.
night race because I haven't really seen very many
Yeah.
night races.
It's only
That was
one.
neat. The actual race,
Yeah.
whatever. I was bored.
Yeah. It's interesting because I think I did not actually watch the whole race the last 2 years. And they were actually good races. And then the one that I decided to watch,
Eh.
boring.
Well, you have to do this podcast, so you have to watch the race.
Yeah. If there was no podcast, I would not have watched the race.
I did learn something, though, that was
All
kind
right.
of interesting. I learned about a late undercut and how that's like a thing.
Yeah.
And so like the undercut is when you're pitting to try to stay ahead of someone specific. And so you're trying to pit to where you're 22 seconds or whatever it takes in the pit lane. You'll come out in front of them. And then the late undercut is when you're pitting, you'll come out right behind them, except you have really fresh tires. So you're just going to pass them like right away.
Yeah.
And that was interesting because I forgot who did that now that I was like, oh, that's cool.
I think it was one of the Ferraris.
That, or it might have been, no, it was Oscar because Oscar had to get around Liam Lawson, I believe.
Yeah.
But I was like, they were like, oh, the late undercut. And I was like, what is that? That's interesting.
Yeah, I had never heard of that as well, but it's that like you pit early and then you don't actually make up the whole time, but you can pass them because your tires are in better condition. Especially that race that was a lot of hard tires.
Yeah.
That take a while.
That was so weird. And Kimi Antonelli doing 50 laps or almost 50. It was literally like, 48 laps on the hard tires and outpacing Oscar Piastri. Good for you, Kimi.
Kimi has been crushing it.
He has.
Also, what was that penalty?
Oh, so I saw it in like super duper slow motion afterwards. And I don't know how anybody saw it because his left front tire moved slightly.
Damn.
It moved like, when I say it's like here and then like 2 inches, it moved ever so slightly.
Damn. Yeah, because it's like all sensors, which is why much like the penalty for the boards, it's just like they have sensors there. They don't have sensors on the board. They measure it with a micrometer. But it's just like, it doesn't really matter how much it is because especially the sensor, like the car moved. It's very like clear cut.
Yeah.
And but I watched the replay. I was like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, they had to slow it down so. Even regular slow motion, you couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
But they had to way slow it down. And in I'll say the Kimi cam or whatever, like almost right above the head cam, you know, like you can see it. It was so stupid, but it didn't really matter.
No, he crushed it.
Especially now that the McLarens were gone. It was Max and then a Mercedes 2-3. Mm-hmm. Good for Kimi.
Good for Kimi. He's been living up.
He has.
To the expectation of being the rookie that was like, actually, you go to Mercedes.
The boy who was promised.
Yeah, everyone else is just like, I'm going to, pay your dues with V-Carb and Sauber and whatever. And they're like, no, you go to Mercedes.
Yeah.
And he had a bad moment, but he's been crushing it.
Yeah, the whole middle of the season, he was just kind of like, well, I'm a rookie.
Too close to school.
I'm 18 years old. He had a couple of DNFs, but now he's just like, good job, Kimi.
Good job, Kimi.
The child. Mm-hmm. And yeah, did you learn anything?
I also learned about the late undercut, which not because it had never happened. I don't think I ever seen someone call it that.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen it have a name. It's just, you tried an undercut. It didn't really work, but you have the advantage on tires. It has always been there. Yeah. But someone gave it a name. I learned something more metaphysical, I guess. I was watching the race, and it was my first time actually watching Vegas. And I was like, something feels off about this in a way that I don't really understand. And it was only almost at the end of the race, I was like, oh, there are no grandstands other than the straight. So you have this race where like no one's watching.
Ah, that's weird vibes.
Yeah, and like Singapore is also kind of like that, but not entirely. It's also better lit.
Singapore?
Yeah.
Oh.
Singapore is better lit.
It's not all pink.
Yeah.
No, I watched Singapore.
But I was watching, it's like something feels kind of weird, and And it was like, oh yeah, there's no grandstands, there's no like people anywhere. You don't really see people. And that was a thing that's like, it makes a weird difference because it's not what I'm paying attention at all.
Yeah.
But I missed it when he was gone.
There were some people watching for free on the Nevada Department of Transportation traffic cams.
Nice.
Because it was all like street racing.
Yeah.
So literally they were watching the street
Nice.
cams.
Power to the people.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
very cool.
I can't wait for them to put a fucking pay-per-view on that next year. I'm going to be so mad.
They probably will. Or they're just going to turn them off.
Yeah. Stupid. I also heard that people there was this like escalator for casino, whatever, some escalator that is like in a on public sidewalk that would give you vision to the track. So people just riding it nonstop.
Hell yeah.
Good
for them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have to ask you, since we didn't really learn all that much, what did you think about my daddy Liberty Media's like spectacle afterwards? Did you watch?
Absolutely not. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. So after the race, I thought it was kind of funny. So instead of the cool down room, they had the top 3 in a Lego pink Cadillac driven to, because they actually had the podium in a different place than the pits, driven to the podium by Terry Crews, who, why? I don't know. I have no idea. But he was, and he sang the whole like making my way downtown from like White Chicks, which is I thought was very funny.
Sure.
But yeah, they were in like this pink Cadillac and they're being driven and they're like,
oh, it was a Lego Cadillac also.
Lego, yeah. It was pink Lego Cadillac.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was very cool because I love the Lego shit.
Sure.
So I was into that. Neat, whatever. Then before they had the podium ceremony, they had this, and they said that it was live, but it was not. I mean, there were people there that were like, this isn't happening right now. It was a Disney Fantasia Bellagio fountain performance with like Mickey doing like the Fantasia thing. So it was like the music from Fantasia, and then it went into the F1 theme song, and it was stupid. It was very dumb. The only thing that I did like, but it had nothing to do with Mickey, is that they had the Bellagio fountain was going and they projected like the cars onto the water, and that looked really cool, but that had nothing to do with Disney. Yeah. So it looked kind of cool seeing like cars look like they were driving through the water. That was neat. But it was very stupid. I
dislike basically.
I know you hate all of it.
All of that, right? Like I never cared about it. Even before Liberty Media, whatever. And I'm trying to say this without seeming like I'm in a soapbox or something. But like even before Liberty Media, it was just like, all right, I'm out. I have a whole Sunday to take care of. There are so many better things to do than watch a Formula One podium, in my opinion.
I like watching the podium. It's my closure after the race.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that it's morally wrong. I'm just saying that I was also like, I'm gonna go outside and do something else.
Yeah, because right? You're an outside kid. I was not.
There's so many Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, it's true.
That I could play.
Very true.
Instead of watching champagne being thrown around. So at best, even when I was not a jaded, cynical old man, I never really cared about it.
When you were 8?
I think the last time that I was happy and whimsical was like 88.
Okay.
87.
Okay, so you were like 3.
Yeah, and then
4.
I learned, and then I learned how to like read.
All downhill from there.
Literacy is the biggest curse that has ever been thrown upon me.
Very, very true.
But anyway, so I like never really cared about it, and whatever. Like a part of me doesn't care, therefore doesn't mind whatever they do, and a part of me thinks that I felt, even though I never watched it, I felt more respected when it seemed like they were not trying to do smoke and mirrors to get me to watch it. Right? It's just like, I'm not going to watch it. And they were like, I get it that you don't want to watch it. But then there's this whole like, please clap spectacle that annoys me.
I mean, it's entertainment. I'm not like too cool for school when it comes to that sort of thing. Yeah. I mean, I like watching you and I are very different because
Yes.
I like watching the driver's parade.
Yeah.
And that is, most of the time, it is very stupid. I actually didn't watch the one for Vegas. I don't know what they did. Hopefully it was something interesting. But I think the driver's parade is like a missed opportunity for something kind of cool. I love what they did in Brazil with the mini cars. Miami had the Lego actual F1 cars. Like, I like it when they do something interesting for the driver's parade, at least.
Yeah.
And I like the spectacle of it. I think
Yeah.
it's entertaining to me.
Yes, which is why I'm trying to like put
You
forth.
can be the old man about it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to put forth a curmudgeon take without making it seem like, anyone, you are like stupid and wrong.
No, I know I'm not
it,
stupid and wrong, but I mean, you've been watching this sport for literally 35 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're allowed to not like it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just
You liked it before it was
cool. It was always, it used to be cool. Now it's no longer cool. Which
what, F1 is no longer cool?
It is 3% of my feelings are that.
I still think it's very cool.
It is really cool. But again, when you're old, there's this like, I've mentioned before, the way of following Formula One has changed because of social media, and there's more of a attachment to the drivers and this concept of personality that we have of them, which is not their personality.
Right.
Because so much of it is fueled by PR and so much of it is fueled by social media and et cetera, that it makes it feel less cool to like it.
I mean, anything more mainstream is going to dilute some of that so that it can appeal to the masses.
Yeah.
And I get that. Like, you sure you don't live in Williamsburg? You fucking hipster.
I don't. But it's
too mainstream.
I don't like about a while ago, we were surrounded by Formula One fans at an event.
Oh, we were
recently. Yep. Right. And there's a part of me that was walking around there, and there's like seeing all those people with Formula One jackets and hats and shirts and stuff, and knowing so much about what happened during the championship. And I was like, if I was here, I would not tell anyone that I like Formula One. That is like my personal reaction is, if I'm in a place that I'm surrounded by people who are just expressing their taste to that intensity and that openly up myself, I go, I don't want anyone here to know that I like Formula One.
Well, you're also one of those people that you don't want to be part of any club that would have you as a member.
100%.
So
yeah. So it was really interesting to be surrounded like, in theory, I could make friends here. I don't want to.
Well, I didn't want to go around and like making friends.
Yeah.
So we went to the P1 live show in Brooklyn. Great. In Brooklyn last week. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. No, disrespect to the second most famous podcast.
But you're sitting there and you're thinking, I hate all of these people, and I especially hate all of the drivers that they hate, and I hate them because they like drivers. Nah.
Yeah.
No, you're not actually thinking that, but
I was kind of thinking that a little bit. But this is a me problem.
It is a you problem.
It is a me problem. But it is a me problem that is compounded by how Formula One is today, which is why it feels less cool.
Yeah, I get that. But I feel like I don't know if I would be as into it if there wasn't as much for me to consume.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people that I just like to hyperfixate and fall into the rabbit hole and learn about the drivers, learn about the teams, and like kind of just see as much as I can. I don't know what I'll be like next year, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, because like they are giving you all of that.
Yeah.
Both officially and unofficially, with all the ancillary media that is produced, content that is produced, including this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, you're sitting here talking about how ironic. You're talking about like used to be so cool, it's not really cool anymore. You're making a fucking podcast.
Whoa.
About F1. Sir, you are part of the problem.
We live in a society. Have you thought about that?
We do live in a society.
It really makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So anyway, it's, I don't know. I know that Vegas is especially campy. Yes. They really try to go overboard because it is Vegas, because it is also one of the very few races that was put together by Liberty.
Yeah, F1 owns
Yes.
Vegas.
Yeah, it was not like someone
Zandvoort owns Zandvoort's track. Spa owns Spa's track.
and they negotiate with Formula One
yeah.
to bring Formula One to there.
I did learn that.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I learned this weekend, that F1 owns the Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah, and they are gonna race there as long as they want to. So
I like the spectacle better than the race, honestly, because the race was boring.
Yeah, some races will be boring. Like we've had amazing Spa, and we've had boring Spa.
Yeah.
We've had amazing like
Wasn't this year kind of boring, Spa?
Spa this year was boring. Monza this year was boring.
Yeah.
Silverstone was not that boring, but it was also kind of boring.
It's also raining.
Yeah. So it's like, I think that
it's hard watching a race right after Brazil. Because that Brazilian race
fucking awesome.
was amazing.
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
It was really good.
So
yeah, and it's some races
grading on a curve here.
Some races are going to be great. Some races are not going to be great. And the part of me that just like is jaded and tired has this thing of, I get annoyed if you keep hyping me up for something that may not pay off.
Yeah.
And I feel more honest approaching it as
okay,
like,
I get that.
It may not actually pay off.
I get that.
And if I feel like I'm being tricked for the worse, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
Because if I get hyped up for a race and the race doesn't happen, I'm like, oh, I just wasted 2 hours. And I never want to watch it with the notion that it needs to be rewarding to me personally, myself. Like I watch it for what it is. Right? So
for
if
the
I
love
watch
of the game.
Yeah. And if I watch it and it's boring, it's like, that was a boring race, but then I don't feel robbed of 2 hours.
Yeah, I get it. You're old.
So I think I'm better and more pure than everyone else. That's my take.
Sure. On that note, shall we get to some Finding the Wall awards?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going to be unpure.
I mean, we're always unpure.
That is true.
Impure? Unpure.
Unpure.
Sure.
Send us a letter if it's impure or unpure.
Tweet at Gabe.
Tweet at me.
He won't see it, but it's fine. So yeah, let's get to our Vegas Finding the Wall championships. So the first one is always anger management. But nobody really got mad this weekend.
One thing that I noticed, no radio messages. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I even watched all of the radio messages today. You know how like Formula One / Paramount Plus puts together like all of the best radio messages? It was boring as shit.
Yeah.
And I'll get to my Cuntiest comms, which is the only one that made me laugh. But very few people got mad. Yeah. So I have changed this week's anger management.
Oh my God.
To therapy session.
We've already had that twice with me today.
True. But today's therapy session awards, and this will be a special category when anger management is just like, nobody got mad. Everybody was very stoic. But poor Lewis Hamilton is a broken man. And I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I was hoping that here in Vegas that he would podium. Like that my wild prediction was like he's going to podium before the end of the year, and Vegas was when I thought he would do it.
He'll do it.
Well,
did not.
I was wrong. But what makes me give him the therapy session award, which means I think he needs some therapy, which he probably is in a very, very strict therapy regimen, is that one of the folks after the race asked him, like, are you looking forward to the end of the season? And he was like, no. And they're like, are you looking forward to next year? And he's like, no. He said he is not looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
He is dejected. That man is sad.
Yeah.
And I feel very bad for him because I'm just like, oh no, Lewis Hamilton. Because some of it is his driving. Some of it is not his fault at all. He's never gelled with the Ferrari team. He's never gelled with communications with his race engineer. The fucking head of Ferrari a couple of weeks ago said that they just need to drive because the engineers are there and the pit crew is there. It's the drivers that aren't there, and they need to like stop talking and focus on driving. And I'm just like, bitch, leave that man alone.
It's like, bitch, you've had four world champions since the last time that they won a championship. They've had 4 world champions driving for Ferrari.
None of them have gotten world champion.
So I don't know if it is the drivers.
Yeah, I don't know. Because Leclerc,
it's been 20 years.
Leclerc has I'm not going to say he has better luck, because he does not. I feel like Leclerc has been in the trenches longer, so he's not quite so dejected about it. Because he's like, yeah, this is... It's that meme with the guy on the I forget what movie it's from, but the guy's about to be hanged and he looks over at the other person.
Time?
He's like, first time?
Yeah.
That's what I think about like Leclerc talking to Lewis Hamilton. But God, fucking Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. At the end of lap 1, I looked at the timing tower and he had gained 7 positions.
Yes.
And I was like, oh,
holy shit.
Look at that man go.
Absolutely.
I wonder if he's going to make something happen.
Ooh.
He did not.
He didn't.
Like,
he had issues and.
Yeah. It's like, and then he was like, what happened? And it's the confusion. So often when he is talking to his team. That shit
started in qualifying.
Yeah.
He was out in Q1 because they didn't communicate with him.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was supposed to be doing a push lap until like the second part of the track.
And it's the confusion of like, he's talking to the team like, what happened? I thought he's not young, whatever, but there's a part of me that is, this is also not caused by...
He's your age.
He's my age. He's not young.
He's 40.
He's only 40? I think he's like 41 or 42, no?
I thought he was 40.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. He's younger than me. He's your same age. And you're old.
No,
so.
Yeah. He's not young. But it's... So there's this thing of like, maybe it's just time, right? Maybe it's just time. But the thing is, the difference between Lewis Hamilton at the end of 2021 and Lewis Hamilton at the beginning of 2022.
Yeah. That's your whole hot take, right? Is that 2021 broke him. Yeah.
And I get mad at Verstappen if it was not his fault.
Yeah.
But it's just like it broke him, and it made everyone's lives as a fan worse. Because it's just like you went from having 2 spectacular drivers to having 1 spectacular driver and the shell of a man.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like the shell of a man who is the biggest name. Maybe not now anymore, but like in 2022, he was the biggest name in Formula 1. And
maybe he thought he was kind of outrunning that or running away from that like disappointment, and no.
Yeah, like
straight into more just different disappointment.
It's so sad. And like the team also sucked. Mercedes never gave him a good car again and whatever, blah blah. But it's seeing the disparity between end of 20 Lewis Hamilton up until the last 5 laps of 2021. And after Abu Dhabi onwards, they're not the same man. No. And that sucks. Yeah. And I was never a Hamilton fan, and it still sucks. Because
when I see glimpses, like when he had come back, that like 7 places that he gained in those few laps, I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Amazing. And there was, I forget which race it was, a couple of months ago, where Hamilton came from like 19th and ended up in like 8th or 7th or something like that. And then there was a problem at the end, and he like lost a couple of places again. And oh yeah, I think it was his steering. Yeah. And I was just like, you see this brilliance, and then something happens that is not his fault. And it's like, fuck, the universe is like, Max is my favorite right now.
Oh God, yeah.
Max is the new hotness. Hamilton is the old busted. And the universe said, no. Max,
Yeah. We've had plenty of dull like end of careers in Formula One. Dull doesn't mean bad. It's just like kind of fade away.
Yeah, it's one of those where you don't burn out, you fade away.
Yeah.
Unless you unfortunately like die.
But I don't remember, maybe Vettel's, which is also enter Ferrari. Like a depressing one.
Yeah.
Like a really depressing one. It's really weird. So God, yeah, it sucks. I as a person who never really liked Ferrari, I like them even less now.
Yeah.
So
what about do you have an anger management, or did you have to get creative?
I needed to get creative. I needed to, but I think
everybody was very kumbaya or just not saying anything.
So I don't remember where I saw this, and it wasn't a journalist, so I don't know. Grain of salt, but it's like apparently no one likes being there. No one likes
at Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really blame them. I also hate Vegas.
It is cold. It's a boring track. The place is tacky and annoying. They're only there because Daddy Liberty owns the house.
And it's a night race, but they're still keeping European hours, so that's got to be weird.
Yeah, and it's also out of the way because they are just in Brazil and they have to fly all the way up to Vegas to then go back to Bahrain.
Yeah.
So everybody fucking hates it, and I think it comes through. And it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's just get through this. That's just whatever. But anyway, but I do know that there are people who actually got mad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not angry, throwing punches mad, but the anger management goes to Sauber not leaving Gabriel Bortoleto in Vegas. They apparently have brought him to Qatar. They could have left him there.
He didn't have a good weekend.
No, again, it's not even not having a good weekend. It is not having the same not good weekend, or having the same not good weekend.
Yeah.
Yet another very stupid, way too aggressive, unjustifiable move on the first corner. This time, still on the first lap. I don't know, off. Just off.
Because he went straight into Lawson and didn't he go straight into Lawson, and Lawson went into Piastri?
If he went straight
into
Stroll.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. The Stroll was out.
Yeah. he took Stroll out.
He did apologize to Stroll afterwards. He kind of went up, and who knows what Stroll said? I don't know. I don't pay attention to that dude, but he did apologize afterwards because he was like, "This was my fault.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have done this."
Yeah, which is good for him. But then the team actually had a conversation with him of like, dude, what is this?
What the hell? Just like put your hands up and just be like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, brosif.
It's like, this is not how you drive.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? So kudos to Sauber for not leaving him in Vegas.
leaving Bortoleto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they managed their anger really well, because
they did.
He is the most costly driver of the rookies.
Is he? Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
And he's racing for maybe not now, but like the less well-funded team.
Yeah, they feel it when you crash one of their cars. Mm-hmm. Like they will feel it.
Yeah, like there is the cost cap, so like everybody feels it, but they feel it more. Because there's the imposed cost cap. It's just like, I could spend more money, but they don't let me. And there's like, please, this is all the money that I have, sir.
It's like, we have nothing left in the bank.
Yeah.
You have 3 front ends left for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
If something happens to this, you're just not racing. Yeah. We will turn this private plane around and we will go straight back to Vegas.
We cannot afford Lance Stroll's premiums.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So we can't cover his insurance premiums. Don't do that anymore.
What about most cursed?
Yeah, I think you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
Lance Stroll.
Oh, I thought about Lance Stroll, but I just couldn't give it to him
because the Astons had good pace.
They did,
and he just takes a Brazilian to the ribs.
He took a Brazilian to the ribs,
just like out of fucking nowhere.
He did. I almost feel like this is karma, though, because Lance Stroll is such like a bumper cars asshole on track, where he just doesn't really care if he runs into somebody. Like he and Liam Lawson are like the Bash Bros.
I think you're overestimating that a little bit.
Nah. Nah, fuck that dude. fuck that guy. But it's like, haha, now this happened to you. I mean, not haha. I mean, I'm glad that he wasn't like hurt, but yeah. I mean, I thought about Lance Stroll. It was not his fault this time that he DNF'd.
It was only his fault karmically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For being an asshole. I kind of think he deserves whatever he gets. Other than like, actually being hurt. I don't want anybody to actually be hurt, but that dude's an asshole.
He is an asshole.
My most cursed this weekend was Alex Albon.
Yeah. Tell me more.
Well, he had a really bad weekend.
Yeah.
And so he crashed in qualifying. And I mean, that was kind of his fault. But then during the race, he just had no radio. His radio just stopped. And he was trying to keep going with no radio because it's like, that's how they used to do it, right? You had no radio. Yeah. But now everything's built around being able to communicate with your driver. And so there was some things happening with the car and he went in for a pit and he actually had to yell at them like, front left, front left, front left. And they kind of didn't do anything about it. Yeah. He left and got back into the race, but he ended up retiring the car because it ended up being quite dangerous. Yeah. That he couldn't communicate with the other folks. So I was like, that's not his fault.
Yeah, and that's a big curse.
That is so a big curse.
What do you think is going through his head?
He said that it was pretty peaceful.
I mean, yeah.
He said it was actually pretty peaceful. He couldn't hear anything. It was just the sound of the car.
Yeah, it's, to quote one Alonso, Fernando, if you keep talking to me, I'll turn off the radio.
Turn off the radio.
It must be amazing to just sit there and listen to even though the engine sounds like shit.
Yeah, it does.
That must be nice to be there.
Lando's engine sounded terrible. I was watching some onboards from Lando, and it was just like,
there was something wrong with the engine.
It was weird. But yeah, they don't sound like they used to anyway.
Do you think Albon was at any point driving that car going 330 kilometers an hour going do 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 do
and like putting his name in there, Alex Albon. He probably was singing something. I mean, why not? Yeah. I would be singing at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, it's a long
no one
straight.
Can hear me. Yeah,
it's a very long straight. Like,
I'm sure it's a boring race for them too.
Yeah, if it's a bunch of corners, then sure no. But if it's that long straight, you can just go do 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 do.
Alex Albon. Cool.
Yeah, that's a big curse.
Cuntiest comms. There weren't a whole lot, but there was one that made me laugh out loud.
No. I have the phrase here, but I didn't write down the context. But it's the message to Lando, just do more.
Oh yeah, that was mine too. So I do have the context. So the context was Lando was like actually asking the engineer. It was like, I don't know, whatever. Just tell me what I need to do. And then his engineer is just like, well, in that case, do more.
Yeah.
just do more.
Just do more.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing more?
Just do more. Yeah. That made me laugh.
Yeah, really. That part of that conversation also got me thinking about how, because he was asking like, what is the play here? Do I push or not push? Racing optimally does not mean racing the fastest.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting, right? So he needs to go to the pit wall to be like, do I race or do I just manage here? And which one of these things is going to...
Lyco on 12, 13, 15,
yeah,
17.
But it's not even Lyco because there's something wrong. Like, because of the tire degradation and engine performance and fuel consumption, et cetera, they have this thing of like, manage right now because you're going to catch Russell in 20 laps. It's not even whatever. It's just like, do this now because we expect his tires to degrade more than your tires. So if you manage now, you can catch him even though the gap is going to be increasing.
I also thought it was funny that Will Joseph, Lando's engineer, was like, he said that a couple of times, do X, Y, and Z, and then go get Max. And do this, and then go get Max. And Lando was like, what do you mean go get Max? We're slow. As he's in second and gaining. But yeah, he started to lose a lot of pace right there at the end.
For reasons that we don't know.
Yeah.
Who could have been anything.
Fuel.
Yeah,
it was definitely fuel.
Wink and a nudge.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with his little
floorboard.
Floor block. But yeah, I also had a runner-up.
Oh, yeah.
My runner-up was Charles Leclerc being like, "I'm pushing like an animal," which I thought was very funny.
He seemed so happy.
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't know how to be happy. That's
just chill out, bro. You're fine.
It's going to be okay.
No, Leclerc, that was funny.
That was a good one.
Speaking of Leclerc,
Ooh.
best overtake.
Ooh.
My best overtake was Leclerc on Piastri.
That was a good one.
Yeah, because they battled for like a couple of laps, and then and Leclerc got around him, and I was just like, because you don't see people overtake McLarens that much this season.
Yeah,
because you just can't catch them.
Yeah,
and to see, and of course it was Oscar.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I was almost rooting for Leclerc at this point because it was a pretty good battle, and they went back and forth for a little while, and he very cleanly overtook him and got in front. And I was just like, hell yeah.
There was something else about this race that I noticed that like there were overtakes, but even the good overtakes seemed boring.
Yeah.
This race had an aura of boringness.
Yeah.
Like there was a blanket of boring on top of everything. The radio was boring. The racing was boring. The overtakes seemed boring even when they actually weren't.
Nothing seemed consequential.
Nothing. Just not only not consequential, but also not exciting.
Yeah.
Because it can be, as we discussed in previous episodes, it can be exciting and not consequential, or consequential and not exciting.
Yep.
Being disqualified from a floorboard is extremely consequential, not at all exciting. But then I would watch the overtakes like, oh, that was an overtake. And they were like, oh, that was a nice overtake. It was.
Yeah.
Why do I feel bored?
Yeah, sure. Which one was your favorite?
It was Alonso on Sonoda.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice. Like,
yeah.
And also Alonso was having a good time. Alonso, when the car is responding, is just fun because he has fun and it's like, so good for him.
Good for him.
He has to retire. I don't want him to.
He's just so funny.
Yeah. He's having a good time.
So many of the like best onboard communication in F1 history.
Yes.
Like, I bet 25% of them are Fernando Alonso.
If you had been there for the McLaren years, the second run of McLaren, you would have seen a spectacle of radio messages.
I also really liked when he won, he would do the little dance.
Yeah.
And he would like put his like hands, like little like ears.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
It's like,
I love you, Fernando Alonso.
2026, I hope it doesn't retire and that 2026 Aston Martin is good enough to get a win. He needs to win. He's not going to be champion again, but get a win.
Wouldn't it be cool though if Adrian Newey's car just like blew all the other cars out of the water next year, and Adrian Newey is like the. I wonder if it's going to be like a Max and Yuki situation where like Lance Stroll is still in 18th or something, and then like Fernando Alonso is up in like second. It's like,
if
go Fernando,
that would be awesome.
Your neck is so big.
the odds are so spectacularly small.
Yeah,
and also, in general, I have some antipathy.
Yeah,
towards
you have antipathy
towards Aston Martin because the Strolls are just annoying.
Yeah, they are.
Both of them. But Newey.
Yeah.
So I have this like I don't like this team, but maybe if they win, give Alonso one last win.
And they are the prettiest car. I think that the livery for Aston Martin is the prettiest looking car.
Yeah, that Aston Martin green
is
that
gorgeous.
Aston Martin green is beautiful.
Yeah. Not that I super care about the aesthetics too much, but it's fun.
It is a beautiful.
So our very last one, the best wall found.
Best wall found.
Yeah.
I have a boring pick.
Okay, you do the boring one, and then I'll do mine, which is I had to get creative on this one too.
It is Bortolero hitting Stroll.
Yeah,
that's the best wall found.
His wall was Stroll.
Yeah,
he took out that Canadian. It was his own wall of champions.
Yeah, it's just so gratuitous.
Yeah,
I think that was it for me. It's just like, why?
I think it's so funny that you said took a Brazilian to the ribs.
That's exactly what happened to him.
Yeah,
took a Brazilian to the ribs. So what was your best wall found?
Best wall found was like McLaren found the wall of the funniest thing that could happen.
It was the funniest thing that could happen. They found the horizontal wall of the ground way too many times.
Way too many times.
Damn.
Porpoising even.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Damn. Their porpoising was very odd because I saw a little video of like actually showing some of the porpoising and why it was like and their porpoising was like very kind of quick, because I remember seeing the porpoising from Mercedes years ago, and it was
bounce.
Bounce like, but it was kind of slower, and the Mercedes one was very like, I feel bad, like, are they scrambling those eggs in their brains? Just I feel really bad for them.
The preseason tests of 2021 were so weird to watch because porpoising was just not a thing until the ground effect cars.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It could happen, but it was just not. They had solved that problem. And then I'm sitting there watching the test, and I see the cars bouncing, and everybody's just like, "Car is bouncy." And then someone like unearthed the terms porpoising,
and
everybody's like, "Oh shit, this is what it's called," because it is what it is called.
Yeah.
And it was so, because it was crazy during the tests.
I can't wait to see the test for 2026. Oh my god.
They're going to be interesting no matter what.
Yeah.
But they might also be funny.
I hope so. God, I hope so.
You might see a mad fucking scramble. So yeah. It's rookie mistake, basic skill issue.
Yep. And now you've got Lando only 24 points in front of both Oscar and Max.
Lando only with a massive extreme advantage.
Shush. Get your reality out of here. I'm living in the dream world where Max could take it all and it would be the greatest comeback in Formula One history. And even though I'm a McLaren girly, I want to see it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, because Lando needs 10 points is what, 5th, I think.
Yeah.
So he just like needs 2 4th places.
Good for him. Yay, Lando. Whatever. I met a guy at the con. This was a nerd con. I went to PAX for the folks. PAX Unplugged. Super nerd con for like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And on Saturday, he was wearing full Red Bull.
Oh my God.
Shirt and hat. And he was wearing one of the newer like Max Verstappen hats. And I was just like, oh shit. And we kind of started, and I was like, do you think Max could actually take it? And this was before the race.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. I said, how do you feel about Lando getting in front of Max for pole, especially when they just knew Max was going to have pole? And he was like, well, at least it's not Oscar. I hate that guy. And I was just like, fine, I got to go.
You have so much in common. And yet, irreconcilable differences. Yeah. Amazing.
But it was interesting to go to like the big nerd con, and I showed the bracelet that I had that said Goss like F1 too. But yeah. Well,
that was Vegas.
We did it. That was Vegas.
An extremely boring race that changed everything.
Yeah. 100%.
It's fucking changed everything.
The extremely boring race that changed everything.
I don't remember a single thing that happened during the race, but boy, have I had lots to think about after the race.
Yeah. A lot of the, F1 slop that comes out after every race.
Oh, God.
They're like 2.5 hour episodes for some of these things. So I was just like, holy shit. This race was not that good.
Question for you.
Yes.
Just a prediction.
Okay.
Do you think Lando's going to win the championship next race?
No.
No.
I think he will win. I mean, if he wins the sprint, maybe. But the McLarens do well.
Yes.
In the next 2 races.
Presumably. Yeah.
Like historically, the McLarens, the last couple of years at least, McLarens have done well. So I think barring any craziness that happens, maybe. But Max Verstappen is now God's favorite princess.
So much.
God's favored. And we talk about God a lot for 2 people that don't believe in God. He is the universe's favorite princess right now. So who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird because it's just he doesn't even. It's not even that he just needs to score 1 more point than Verstappen.
Yeah.
So not only things are hinging on Lando doing well, but they're also hinging on Verstappen doing great.
Yeah.
Right? Because like nothing else matters except a win.
Very true.
So it's that like if Verstappen gets 3rd, Lando doesn't just needs a 2nd. If he wins the sprint and Verstappen gets a 3rd, he needs like 7th place.
And that's the end of the episode.
wishing Verstappen all the good
all
things.
the luck.
All the luck.
He is God's favorite child right now.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens next week.
Who has the same amount of points as Piastri and somehow bigger chances to win the championship?
100%.
Crazy.
Because he will go for the gap.
He will go for the gap.
He will go for the gap.
Mhm.
So if you like this podcast, please subscribe on your favorite podcast app, and a review goes a really long way. So we're new-ish still, and liking us and leaving shut up, liking us and leaving a review helps us get in front of more people. So I appreciate that. You can follow me on Blue Sky. I am caketease.bsky.social. You can't follow Gabe.
No, if you follow me, you'll take this Brazilian to the ribs. Straight up.
Very true. Very true.
And also, I'd like to tell you that this podcast...
Are you trying to do the worst segue ever into
Sometimes.
the acknowledgement? Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay, cool. Then go for it.
You're
good job at doing a terrible job.
All right. We'd also like to tell you that this podcast is part of the Stupid Little Podcast Network.
Yep.
It is hosted and edited by Gabe Koski and Jess Perdue. The theme music is by the super talented Baird Russell. We thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next round. Please say it because I don't remember what it is.
It's Qatar.
Qatar. I knew it.
Is Qatar and then Abu Dhabi.
Qatar and Abu Dhabi.
I love saying Abu Dhabi. It's the funnest thing to say. Qatar. And Abu Dhabi.
There is lore to that track.
Oh, we'll talk about it next time.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.